Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity! Before getting into the scenarios, I wanted to show the stats for my completed city last time. Yeah, got as many, well, developed zones as I could in there with all the police departments I put all over the place. And, well, pretty good on the housing costs, actually. That's probably on the low end of the variance that I get for that. Sometimes it gets into, like, the upper 30s, low 40s there. Pollution, did what I could to spread it out as much as I can. I could have gotten rid of taxes if I just dropped the tax rate to 0 there. Like the current score there. And as for the public opinion there, I've seen it go as high as like 80 to 85%. There's a lot of variance to how a lot of this stuff works. Let's see how the crime is doing with 16 police departments in the city. Looks like I got rid of almost all of it, if not all of it. Looks like there's a little bit on the right side of the island there, perhaps with all those industrial zones there, but otherwise, yeah, we pretty much got rid of everything around here. Even the seaport, which has a lot of pollution that reduces the land value, the police departments here and here are helping out to deal with the crime, even though there's no, like, rail or anything going over there. But alright, we're done with our business there. Let's take a look at the scenarios. So we've got 6 scenarios to start with here, and they all deal with either a natural disaster or some problem afflicting the city, and you have to deal with it. The city is pre-built, ready to go, and there's always going to be some sort of time limit on how long you have to survive and recover from whatever disaster is going on. And then there's usually some other requirement, like in this case, you have to maintain the city into a metropolis. So we're already there with 106,000 there, but we need, what was that? Yeah, we need to keep it that way. Okay, so we're good to start here. So the disaster does not happen immediately. So while we're waiting for that to happen, let's get rid of some excess here in the city. For some reason, they have 5 seaports around here. I don't know why. Why would you ever want to have more than 1 seaport? I don't think you get, like, more than 1, like, ship in the water or something? I don't know. So I'm just gonna get rid of that so we don't have to deal with that problem. But yeah, make sure you got everything connected and wired together, and then we can start getting rid of some of the excess rails and everything we got going on here. Just make sure you, yeah, keep everything wired together otherwise. Ah, there's the boat. Oh, what do we got? Uh-oh. Well, eventually I will deal with that. The first thing I like to do with scenarios is, well, survive and deal with the problem, then we build things up. But since it is going to take a while for the disaster to happen, I thought I'd do a little cleanup to start here. Not to mention, yeah, we need an airport that they forgot to put here. And by the way, with all these schools and hospitals around here, there is no use for them at all in scenarios. You do not have access to, like, unlocking gifts like we did in practice or a real city. So what you got is what you got. I'm gonna have to deal with it. But sometimes scenarios have a gift already placed into a city. Make sure everything is nice and neat here. Another reason why I want to get rid of all these excess roads is to reduce the transportation budget. That way I don't have to, well, pay for everything, or to maintain everything. I'm just thinking if I want these rails here at all. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of roads that I'm not even gonna bother to replace. There's no point. One other thing you might notice in this scenario or some others, we've got zone stacking going on. You see how with the R3 low in the middle there, they've got 2/3 of a residential zone to the right and to the left of it. Probably just, demolish some buildings individually and then put another residential zone on top of that one. So that's the only time you're going to see those in this LP, because I don't do zone stacking otherwise. Yeah, they got coal power plants. There is no point in bothering to remove them and replace them with something cleaner. They're just gonna be there, and well, don't worry about the pollution they put out. The cities in the scenarios are very poorly built, at least if you know the mechanics of the game, but perhaps that was the idea. Like with the piano playing that in Final Fantasy V, keeping your intentionally putting mistakes into the song. Okay, I need a little bit of rail there. Uh-oh! What's going on here? Nuts. Okay, so now that the disaster is happening, let's get some things moving here. Get the rails and the roads back together here. Okay, so now what you want to do is look for fires and demolish any buildings or anything really that is around the fire there, and you'll basically just burn it out. Yeah, why don't we get rid of that? Because if the fire expands to the middle of a zone, or like a power plant in this case, then it'll destroy the whole thing, and you will have a much, much bigger fire to deal with. So yeah, like that one, that was really close to the middle there. So clean everything up there before it's too late. Hopefully we'll be able to be alright without the one power plant that I had to destroy there for the greater good. Yeah, why don't we get rid of all this stuff, get that out of the way. Well, we don't need a hospital, not anymore. Okay, so yeah, you can see there's little dots on the roads there indicating traffic to one area of the city or another. Eventually, I will clean up a lot more of this. Right now, I'm just looking for fires. Oh, yeah, let's get rid of that one while we're at it. Let's see, I don't think we really need the roads here. Why don't we get that out of the way? But we might as well clean up the rails here. Uh-oh, we got a commercial zone that's almost about to be destroyed. So, yeah, I mean, the game says, build fire departments, but you really don't need to do that. All you really need to do is just destroy everything around the fires, and they'll burn out before they can do anything. Uh-oh, looks like we got a police department that never had power going to it. Well, no wonder you guys are having a crime problem. Okay, so we got everything going there. I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, let's get rid of the excess there. Well, I'll just leave the roads here alone for now. Okay, so the next thing that I really want to look for is making sure we've got power going to all of the zones. Though maybe this isn't quite updated yet. So how about we get time moving a little bit here. Keep an eye on the fires. There's relatively few fires from what I can see. I'm surprised they didn't, destroy anything. But, okay, so... yeah, we have lost power in some areas. Let's see... yeah, that's not being displayed on the map for some reason, though. Well, in any case... okay, so around here... let's get some power reconnected. Maybe get some redundancies, just in case I'm not seeing something that's obvious there. Okay, what else do we got? Oh, yeah, this one lost... oh, wow. okay. Where is the problem? Let's go over here for now. Get that going. Yeah, unfortunately, with these double tile wide roads, I can't build power lines over them. So we'll just have to take what we got. Okay, that should be good for anything here. Get those connected. Okay, where else do we have problems? So yeah, sometimes you'll see a little tile where it used to be part of the zone, but it's not anymore. Earthquakes don't only, set everything on fire. They also, destroy individual tiles, but not necessarily setting them on fire. So far, the fires seem relatively contained. And by the way, when you're going through these scenarios, they're all on easy difficulty. So you've just got, the scenario, disaster that happens, and then, the rest of it is on easy mode as far as, like, taxes or unannounced disasters are concerned. Okay, why don't we, get a power line there. And I think we should be good once that one's cleared up. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, with the city this big, it takes a while for the game to update everything, and it's only going to get slower as we build the city bigger and bigger. Basically, I just need to recover the city from whatever disaster was going on. And, well, we didn't lose too many people in the earthquake, at least. And eventually, buildings that had a tile lost, like this one, they'll recover them eventually as they start to redevelop and everything. But yeah, we can get rid of all the... what is it? Yeah, all the schools and hospitals. There's really no point in holding on to them, especially in a scenario. Might as well just replace them with like a residential zone. I am not going to go for maximum optimization on these scenarios. Just recover from the disaster and move on. There's no point in like absolutely reworking everything. Though some cities will require a lot more work to recover from the disaster. But this one is probably the easiest one, really. I mean, the earthquake's already... that was a very mild earthquake, even by this scenario standards. I don't think they even, like, destroyed a whole building. Just like a couple little fires there that were close to destroying a building. And I could replace these schools and hospitals with something other than residential zones. I'm just using them because that's where they came from. Although in this case, since we're close to industrial zones, I don't want to have a residential zone there. So yeah, while I'm going through just cleaning up areas of the city... let me try that again. We got way too many power lines going around here. Game? There we go. Okay, that ought to be good enough. Oh, I could probably... yeah, just extend the roads a little bit to the seaport. Why not? So yeah, once you deal with a disaster, at least in this one scenario, that's it. It's over. You just need to rebuild. And eventually, I may take a look around and try to build a bunch of zones. New zones, that is, like, preferably close to the middle of the city where we've got a lot of forest and room to grow. That's pretty much all you got to help you out with land value. And yeah, they got roads, like, twisting and turning everywhere around here. Lots of time, it doesn't make a lot of sense. How's our, oh, okay, we don't have anything going there yet. Well, we'll see what we can do. So yeah, the big problem that we gotta deal with around here is crime. Separate from the crime scenario, but it would be a good idea to try and deal with it to some extent. So let's see what we got. Wow, we got a lot of crime around here. This is why I put all of those police departments in my practice cities there. Well, let's see. Around here, we mostly just have the industrial zones. There's a couple commercial zones, but I'm not particularly worried about those. Looks like zone demand is slowly coming back. That's also a result of that reload bug that I showed earlier. Let's see, what do we got around here? Mostly industrial zones. So, yeah, there's no point in really building police departments around industrial zones, because their development isn't dependent on land value or pollution or anything. So just try to spread out your police departments as much as you can. How many do we got? Okay, so yeah, not a whole lot for a city this big. Oh, we got we got a bunch more schools and hospitals. Why don't we get those out of the way? And keep looking for more spots where we need to deal with some crime. Okay, so here, let's see, we got a bunch of industrial zones, but there are a lot of residential zones around here too. How about we put one around here? I have not planned out, like, dealing with these scenarios, like, tile for tile. There's not really a point in doing that, but there is a point in dealing with low power. So let's see, if I go like that, yeah, that ought to be good enough there. Okay, what else do we got as far as crime goes around here? Okay, a little bit around here, though there are a lot of industrial zones. Oh wow, lots more schools and hospitals. They're everywhere! And we don't need them! They don't do anything! No more gifts or anything we can get out of that. Yeah, these residential zones are kind of pointless. They'll never develop next to industrial zones like that. Not that close. Okay, then, well, I would put a police department around here, but there's nothing to police. There's no... yeah, people aren't living there. Maybe I shouldn't have built that nuclear power plant. Well, we already built up to Metropolis. But yeah, why don't we just fast forward now that we've dealt with the disaster. Okay, and then, let's see, might want to increase taxes a little bit. I think zone demand is doing, yeah, pretty good. Uh-oh. Yeah, with scenarios, since we have a lot of roads, you're going to have, like, traffic reports from helicopters, and I don't want to constantly be dragged all over the city automatically over and over and over again while I'm trying to figure out where I was before. So yeah, disable auto go to, since there's no more disasters or problems for us to deal with. Just gotta build up the city, Can we do it in time? Find out next time on Let's Play SimCity. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.